Spokane's first television station, KHQ-TV, proudly celebrates 40 years of broadcasting. From your Northwest News Channel, this is Q6 News 11 at 11. Tonight's news, your first weather, and sports headlines all in the first 11 minutes.
Overcrowding forces children from neighborhood schools. An inland Northwest city gears up for a presidential visit. Survivors of Hurricane Iniki begin the massive cleanup.
You are watching 11 at 11.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Wayne Haverly.
And I'm Megan Black. Here's what's happening tonight. Hundreds of elementary school students will have a second first day of school tomorrow. That's because some schools are so overcrowded they're being forced to transfer students, sometimes miles away. The Central Valley School District in particular is feeling these serious growing pains.
Almost 200 students in the Central Valley District alone must board a different bus to a different school this week. Cindy Lown has 4 children. One for sure is transferring. Another, one day he is, the next he's not. She says it's frustrating.
I think kids get stressed from having to go out of school from their neighborhoods. I think they don't sleep well. They're in anticipation, and I think it takes them maybe 4 weeks to get settled in.
Lown says despite the disruptions, she tries to keep a consistent daily routine, and she talks with her children about all the changes.
Do you think there'll be mostly girls at this new school?
I think so.
You think so? Then you'll have lots of girlfriends?
Gross.
The Lowns are like many families who are choosing to build a valley home because it's close to a particular school, like Chester Elementary School. Only now they're finding out that a child who lives in perhaps this home will be bused 3 or 4 miles away to yet a different school.
When you go into other neighborhoods, it's like, oh, that person's from that area. They're only temporary. So you have temporary friends, and you're treated temporary.
But until more classroom space is created in the Central Valley District, more students may end up being bussed around.
Central Valley School District officials say they're concerned about the overcrowding in the district and don't want to transfer students, but the district's growing so rapidly they just don't have a choice. It's costing $85,000 a year to bus those kids. Residents will have the choice to expand the district in a bond election this November.
White House advance people have been keeping folks in Colville very busy. Tomorrow, President Bush will arrive in town, and the push is on to get everything ready. Fogg & Brothers Lumber Company has moved 750,000 board feet of lumber. Special stands have been built for the press and the president. Colville residents say all the work is well worth it.
I'd do it 10 times again. We in Colville, you know, a small community of 5,000 to 6,000 people, are having a hard time understanding why the president wanted to come see us. And we're really looking forward to it. It's going to have a big impact on our area, I think.
Installation is underway on a high-tech sound system and a phone system for the National Press Corps. The Q6 Live satellite newsroom will provide pool coverage of the president's speech for all the networks. Now, if you weren't one of the 7,000 who got tickets for the presidential address, you do have one option. Mr. Bush is scheduled to speak about 1 o'clock, and Q6 will carry that speech live.
The president has other business scheduled in Spokane before going on to Colville. As soon as he lands at the Spokane International Airport, Mary Ellen Herron will be there to greet him. The president will give this 1991 Spokane Hospice Volunteer of the Year a Daily Points of Light award. The award is to recognize her efforts on behalf of the terminally ill. The president sent Herron a letter commending her for her efforts. Here's one of her favorite lines.
From now on in America, any definition of a successful life must include serving others. And I think that that's what we all would like to do.
Herron and her mother both volunteer with hospice. There are a total of 1,000 Daily Points of Light awards that will be given out to volunteers around the nation. Meanwhile, the vice president is also campaigning in the Northwest this week. Dan Quayle will be in Boise, Idaho on Monday. Quayle will participate in a roundtable discussion on health care while in Idaho's capital city. Then Monday evening, he'll head to Billings, Montana for a campaign stop there.
A single-engine plane crashed on Lopez Island near the airport, killing all 4 people aboard. The San Juan County Sheriff's Department says the cause of that crash is not yet known. Now, the same windstorm that layered our homes and cars with dust last night caused quite a bit of damage in Yellowstone National Park. The storm toppled trees that landed on 4 tents and 4 vehicles at one campground in the park. Electricity throughout the park was knocked out. The wind was gusting up to 70 miles an hour. There were no serious injuries.
The rock band Pearl Jam caused quite a traffic jam this morning in Seattle. The group gave away tickets, 26,000 in all, and that sent would-be concert goers racing to scoop up the free seats. Some of the fans took their lives in their own hands, crossing major thoroughfares leading to the Seattle Center where the tickets were to be given away. 7 traffic accidents were reported. The free tickets were gone in 20 minutes. The concert is set for September 20th. Movie director Steven Spielberg is in a jam of his own. Spielberg, actress Laura Dern, and 100 others are on location in Hawaii shooting a film. The crew was wrapping up when the Hurricane Iniki hit. All were trapped in their hotel basement during the storm. They're expecting a charter flight to get them out tonight.
And across America tonight, all eyes are on the Hawaiian island of Kauai. In the aftermath of Hurricane Iniki, troops and supplies are being pushed to the Garden.